Well, good day YouTube and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. Today you have the Rhino and we're going to look at a beer from a brand new brewery here in Ontario, in Seaforth, Ontario to be exact. This brewery is called Half Hours on Earth. What a fucking hipster name, right? Right? You know what? I love the name. I actually do. I also, so far, love the beers. Now, I have 4 beers left. I have this one in front of me, but I think I want to try and save it. The guys say they're coming over Sunday, which is just a few days away, so I think I'm going to put that over here. And I'm going to grab this one, because this one I can actually say the one thing I don't like about the beers, too. So this is, again, Half Hours on Earth. There you go. I love the labels, and I hate the labels. The thing I hate about the labels is the text. And that's only because I'm blind, and that contoured, beautiful cursive writing doesn't work real well with my vision. I think this one's called Control Board, but with like B-O-R-E-D as the board. But again, I'm blind, so I can't really tell if that's what it says. So here we go. This is a tart farmhouse ale brewed with chamomile, and it is 6.2% alcohol by volume. I have 3 others by them, and the 3 others I have are 2 Yala Yalas, which I guess is their single hop pale ales from the looks of it, because one is dry hopped with Citra, one is dry hopped with Galaxy, and I don't want to do 2 beers tonight, which is the only reason I'm not doing these, because I do them both in the same night to see the differences. So we'll put these over here, and the last one I have from them is Funkland, and who doesn't want a brewery that is brand new and does a fucking blended beer? Like, that's awesome. But let's do this right here. Let's get on to this, what I think is Control Board. Let's pop it. We have the Beer Academy's wheat glass here. I haven't used this since the day it was dropped off. I used it that day, and then I cleaned it with the bottle brush and everything, and put it on the table to dry. And that was the last time I've really used it, I think. So we'll see how this goes. That's a lot more head than I expected. Oh my god, the snap, crackle, pop. I don't know if you can hear it. Let me shut up and see. The microphone's on the back, so I don't think you will hear it. Look at that. Look at that head. Wow. That is super aggressive carbonation. Super aggressive carbonation. Let's just pour some more of this, and then we'll get on to the review itself. Yeah. That is beautiful. It's golden, it's straw colored, it's super hazy. Bright white head, and you can see just by me swinging it around here that it's basically doing the Duvel head thing already, which makes me excited. Sounds amazing. Looks amazing. Let's pour some more in. Let's give it some sniffs, shall we? Let's do the bottle first. Woo! Yeah, that's very floral. That's actually... Okay, so it's really floral. For those of you that don't know, chamomile is a flower. But yeah, it's very floral, almost a little bit of lilac scent in there. I only know that because every night I come home, I walk in my front door, and my big lilac bush greets me, and it smells divine. And like, it doesn't smell exactly like a lilac bush, but it smells somewhat like a lilac bush. So there's that. Bit of orange. Actually, you know what? Going with my buddy Guy from Beer Guy Reviews, it's a bit of orange candy. It really is. It's kind of orange candy. It's almost like an orange jujube. So, like lilac, orange jujube. A little bit of almost like a apple strudel. It has like cinnamon and apple scent as well. This is all out of the bottle. It's super detailed and complex out of the bottle. Like, that's a lot, man. Like an apple strudel, some lilac, some fucking some like orange candy. Let's give it a go out of the glass. Okay, out of the glass, I'm just getting like an almost floral soap scent. like your grandmother's washroom. You ever go into your grandmother's washroom and she has all those little soaps that are in different like shapes, you know, like here's a star, here's a little birdie, here is a flower, and they all just smell super floral. Grandma's bathroom. I'm remembering the time I puked all over my grandma's bathroom when I was drunk out of my mind from my buddy Stag and Doe, and I cleaned myself with her soaps, and she did not appreciate. She didn't care that I puked all over the bathroom. She didn't appreciate that I used her bird soap to clean myself, because that was a collector's item, but it smelled a lot like this beer out of the glass. So yeah, bottle smells awesome. Glass smells like my grandmother's washroom. You know what? It just smells like my grandmother's washroom. So this one, I usually like the glass better on most accounts. This one, it's the bottle. Always the bottle for this. Yeah, I don't smell my grandma's bathroom out of the bottle. And again, that's not saying anything wrong. I'm pretty sure that those soaps do have a big chamomile-like scent. I don't drink chamomile tea very often. My tea of choice would be like Earl Grey or black currant. But let's give this a shot. Or peppermint. Okay, now like I said, I don't really drink chamomile tea. I'm not 100% sure what a chamomile tea is supposed to taste like. That being said, this is actually a nice tea. Nice tea. A nice beer. The taste reminds me of... well, there's part of the taste that reminds me of something from one of the places I've worked. And in one of the bars I worked at, in a high-end room, there was a chrysanthemum tea, which basically was dried-out chrysanthemum flowers, so dried-out mums, and you would put them in the glass for the person, you'd pour hot water on it, and it would go from a dried-out mum to a real flower in the glass. And because I always like to try things that are weird and I've never had before. And I tried that, and this has a taste similar to that. So something like chrysanthemum tea. So I'm guessing that mum tea is a lot like chamomile tea. I'm suspecting. Well, at least you're not licking yourself on camera, but what are you doing over there? Get over here, Frank. No reason for you to be on that side of the basement. Okay, so... tart, floral and tart. The floral has a sweetness to it. So you get your floral taste, and there's this sweetness to the floral taste that is hard to explain. It's just, the tart lasts from the very beginning to the very end. I mean, it's sour all the way through. It's still sour right now. But unlike, say, something like Whiskers on Kittens from District 9, this isn't just sour and nothing else. And I mean, I bring that up because the sourness on this is a lot like the Whiskers on Kittens blonde sour ale with rose petals, in that it's very sour. If you don't like sour beers, you're not going to like this beer. However, unlike the Whiskers on Kittens, this has layers of flavors other than that. I mean, there's almost a caramel flavor, there's that floral flavor, there's this sweetness to the forefront. There is a emanation of almost like an apple in the back end from the yeasts. There's the bitterness isn't there, but you get this emanation of like an earthiness from the back end. So it starts off with that sweetness. Well, it starts off with the sour, I should say, but the sweetness kicks in almost immediately. When the sweetness fades into nothing, then the sour comes back, and you get the earthiness, you get that little bit of apple taste. Almost get a touch of tannins in there. I don't know if a flower gives a tannin, or if I'm just picking it up from the yeast, but there's like a slight touch of almost like apple skin in there. Then it fades down to nothing. With an emanation of dirtiness, just like English beer. It's a really intriguing beer. Yeah, you know what? I think that floral taste and that slight sweetness up at the forefront makes me enjoy this beer more than I probably normally would. If you took either of those out, I probably wouldn't like this all that much. But the fact that it is a sour beer that has more than just sour to it, that it has some sweetness, it has some floral, it has a little touch of like a hoppy bite, I think that makes me just love the beer. But like I said, it does. I don't know if it's full on chamomile or not. I've had a few chamomile beers, but I've never really drank chamomile tea and all that. I may have had one because I like to try things. But for me, it reminds me of the chrysanthemum tea. And I'm okay with this. I'm really okay with this. So I've tried 3 of their beers. I gave one a 9.75, one an 8.75, and I think I would give this one a 9, to be honest with you. I really enjoy this. I really enjoy it, but I personally really like sours. And this is a sour with complexity, which you don't always get with a sour beer. And that just really impresses me as well, especially because it's coming from Ontario, which isn't the most well-known place for its sour beers. So, Seaforth, Ontario's half hours on Earth, you guys are fucking awesome. And whenever you get your mail order thing done, let me know first, because I want to make a huge order before the plebs get to it. That's right, I called you guys plebs. You know I don't really think you're plebs. But I want to get the first order. Fuck you guys. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Cheers. Signature chug. This might hurt, but let's do it. Bye.